Hello, my name is Lori Scott, and I will be talking about Dunedin's amendment to their annual financial audit contract. Due to a buyout, Dunedin needs a limited assignment and amendment to a 3-year contract they approved for their annual financial audit with the accounting firm Moore, Stephens, Lovelace, MSL, PA. Richard Garrison was the first recorded land deed in 1852 in Dunedin. Dunedin was originally named Jonesboro for George L. Jones, who was a local business owner. In 1885, Scottish immigrants J. O. Douglas and James Somerville came to Dunedin and shortly thereafter petitioned to have the town named Dunedin. Dunedin was established in 1899. The Fenway Hotel is the city's oldest building and thought to be haunted. The Toronto Blue Jays come to Dunedin for their annual spring training. In 2023, Dunedin government moved into their new city hall located at 737 Loudon Avenue. Florida Statute 218.39 requires municipalities with revenues that exceed $250,000 to perform an annual audit from an independent certified public accountant. Florida Statute 218.391 requires government entities to create an auditor selection committee. Single Audit Act Amendments of 1996 allows for a single annual audit instead of multiple individual audits. The standards for performing the audits include Government Auditing Standards, the U.S. Office of Management and Budget Circular A-133, and rules of the State of Florida Auditor General. Pursuant to Florida Statute 218.391, government entities must select an auditor selection committee prior to entering into a contract with an audit firm for the purpose of performing the government entity's audit. On April 4th, 2024, Dunedin adopted Resolution 24-10, which appointed the members for their auditor selection committee. On May 17, 2024, Dunedin issued Request for Proposal RFP number 24-1271 for the city's auditing need. An RFP is used to announce a project is open for qualified applicants to submit a bid for the consideration. On September 3, 2024, Dunedin entered into a 3-year contract with the firm Moore, Stephens, Lovelace, MSLPA, to perform the city's annual financial audit for the fiscal years September 30th, 2024 through September 30th, 2026. On November 1st, 2024, the auditing firm of Forvis Mazars LLC bought out MSLPA. Due to the buyout, a limited assignment to Forvis Mazars LLC and an amendment to the original contract was necessary to uphold the city's statutory duty to perform the annual financial audit. Why is the audit necessary? It promotes transparency in government as directed by the Florida Sunshine Laws. Additionally, an audit ensures city's funds are allocated to the correct department and that the city is reporting their financial information correctly. The stakeholders and their perspectives. Dunedin residents want to know their government is allocating funds appropriately. They do not want city funds to be wasted on unnecessary spending. Dunedin business owners want to ensure the taxes they pay are appropriately spent. Mayor Maureen Mo Freeney, Vice Mayor Jeff Gow, and City Commissioners Robert Walker, Tom Dugard, and Stephen Sandbergen The city must comply with the Florida statutes and perform an annual financial audit. MSLPA employees have agreed they will work for Forbes Mazars, LLC, and uphold the provisions in the contract. There will be no extra cost to the city for the auditing services. Moore, Stevens, Lovelace, PA. They have a reputation to uphold with Dunedin. They have agreed to work for Forbes Mazars, LLC, and need the city to approve the limited assignment and amendment to the original contract to continue their audit as employees of Forbes Mazars, LLC. Forbes Mazars, LLC. They acquired MSLPA and will establish their auditing services in Florida to help expand their business. Director of Finance, Les Tyler. This is the second consecutive contract with MSLPA. They have provided excellent service to our city. Continuing the partnership with them through Forbes Mazars, LLC is necessary to ensure our audits are compliant with Florida statutes and standards regulating government entities. On February 19th, 2025, I interviewed Les Tyler, Dunedin's Director of Finance, in a conference room at City Hall located at 737 Loudon Avenue. I asked him how long he's worked for the city, and he said around 6 years. I asked what brought him to Dunedin, and he said that his wife is from Tampa, and when they decided they wanted to move to Florida, he started the process of looking for a job. I asked him what he did before working for Dunedin, and he said he was an accountant and had worked for public agencies in the transit district for San Joaquin County, California. He said he had done both county, city, and private sector accounting jobs. So he's done consulting and all that. He said he even had his own accounting firm. I asked why the limited assignment and amendment was needed, and he said that the city approved the contract with MSL in September. And the contact for MSL was Jeff Wolf, who contacted him in November, stating Forbes Mazars bought out MSL, and they would be changing the name to Forbes Mazar. Jeff was excited about the buyout as it would give the MSL team more resources for their firm. Jeff assured Tyler that the MSL employees were moving to the new company, so there would be a continuous flow for the city's audit. I asked him if he felt there would be any pushback to this issue, and he said no. He said that he thought it would go pretty smoothly. It will be the same team from MSL, and they have done a great job for the past 6 years. They have done their audits. I asked Tyler if he had a nugget for the classmates, and he said that for anyone who wants to work in finance, there are a lot of opportunities. There are a shortage of accountants and people interested in the industry. He has worked for cities and counties, and they have great opportunities. He said there are a lot of public agencies that need employees in the finance sector. And he did state that working for the city had a lot more regulations than what the counties do. This is a screenshot from the commissioners and the mayor from the meeting, and that's the man that's sitting with his back to us is Les Tyler, the Director of Finance. So I thought the meeting would be a quiet one. Little did I know, and to my horror, that Vince Gizzi, the Director for the Parks and Recreation Department, was retiring, and they were doing a proclamation and naming a day in his honor. The meeting room filled up with people who supported Vince, including former Mayor Julie Bajowski. There were Park and Rec's employees that were there, other citizens, members of the Dunedin Legion were there, all to honor Vince. It was awe-inspiring, very awe-inspiring to hear Mayor Freeney, Vice Mayor Gow, and all the commissioners speak so fondly of Vince, and to name the accomplishments he did for the city in his 16 years there. He seemed well loved. I almost cried just from everything that everyone was saying. It was very, very inspiring. Tyler gave his presentation regarding limited assignment and amendment to Mayor Freeney, Vice Mayor Gallo, and Commissioners Walker, Dugard, and Sandbergen. Commissioner Dugard had questions regarding the rotation of the auditing firm and what the process was. Tyler was able to present their process of the RFP and how the years in between when they do that. When the contract is up, they'll put an RFP out for another firm to take over for the auditing for the city's financial needs. And after Commissioner Dugard's questions, I gave my presentation. Unfortunately, I was unable to embed it into my presentation, but I have the link on the case study page that you can go and watch. I recommended to the city that they approve the amendment, but attach a stipulation that they could void the contract if the MSLPA employees left before the end of the contract, and if four of us Mazars did not uphold the city's expectations. The city approved the amendment unanimously, and only Commissioner Dugard made any comments, and stated that it would be difficult starting a new firm in the area, and that if they did not approve the amendment, they would have to go through the tedious process of finding a different firm to do the auditing. Continuing with the same firm, he said, and with the staff, would provide continuity for the city. Mayor Freeney agreed and stated the city has had great results with MSLPA. Thank you.